Ready? Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 5 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here today to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want, how to bring more clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do. I'm here on the campus of Shenandoah University in Winchester, Virginia. Beautiful campus. I'm here speaking to the theater department on dealing with stress, dealing with life. It's a topic I call freeing the artistic mind, having a wonderful time because there's such great kids and professors. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to shoot a little video about how we really want to pay a lot of attention to what we feed our mind. The quote that I'm sending out to those 5,000 people on my quote list today says, you know, it's what we feed our mind that determines the material with which we build our life. I think that's important, number one, because it really gives us the responsibility of what are we feeding ourselves? What are we feeding our mind? You know, as little babies, we kind of were fed. We couldn't feed ourselves. So we pretty much had to take in whatever we were given. Now as adults, we have the opportunity to become very purposeful about what are we feeding our mind. It's one of the reasons I love doing this at the campus of the university. People here are feeding their minds in a very purposeful way. And if we can all remember what that was like, you know, we went to class and we read books and we studied and we learned things and we fed our mind in this very purposeful way. I think maybe after that, however, and maybe even a little before that, we might have found ourselves being fed by situations and people. There's another quote that I love that is on my quote list that says, it's not what we feel, it's what we feed that determines our experience of life. You know, when you're watching the news, number one, it's really not the news in many ways, you know. What it really is almost the fears, because it's about what you should be afraid of, what you should watch out for. That's because the limbic system, this middle part of the brain, the scanner processor part of our brain, is kind of hypersensitive to anything that it thinks is dangerous. And so media and advertising has kind of snapped to that, and they feed us things that are supposedly going to capture that limbic system. You know, if it bleeds, it leads. Most of the advertising you see is about, if you don't buy this, bad things will happen. You'll smell bad. You'll look bad. People won't like you. You see what that is? I think sometimes when we're watching things on the internet, we're kind of just watching it as some sort of escape. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if we do it in a limited way, but if that's all we're feeding our mind, is that really the material we want to use to build our life? So what I encourage us to do is begin to look at how we are feeding our mind. What are the things we believe in? What are the concepts we believe in? Are we bringing those to life on a regular basis? Are we reading things that really have meaning to us and help us create the life we want? Are we feeding our mind in a way that we would feed someone we love? You know, most parents pay a lot of attention to the food they're feeding their babies. This is a person I love. This is a person I'm responsible for. And so we look it up. What are the ingredients? Is it healthy? But often after that, we don't really kind of do that same thing for us. We don't become that particular, that purposeful about what we're feeding ourselves. So I'm going to encourage you to take some stock in that. See if the things that you're feeding your mind is something you would feed someone you love. If the way you're spending your time, if the things you're taking in are really helping you create the life you want. Do you really want that to be the material that allows you to build the life you want? If so, great. If not, now you have the opportunity to change. Hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm having a wonderful time bringing them to you. If you do, hit the like button. You know how many times Facebook, Google, all those things really love how you hit the like button, you share it with people, how that's so meaningful. So, if you like it, let me know. Also, leave a comment below. In the meantime, here's to you, bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity to everything you do. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.